Go.
It's the Brad Hinkey Show. It's the Brad Hinkey Show. Ask him a question that you want to know, because it's the
BWH regular guy show, asshole. It's the Brad Hinkey Show. It's Brad Hinkey Show. Ask him a question that you want to know.
Except we're recording this.
Oh, yeah.
Not live.
Okay,
so
but I'm going to answer
questions. Any questions, but we're going to ask. Wait.
Yeah.
You're just going to read your phone, right?
I'm just going to read my phone. All right, so Gio changed his shirt for this show, even though it was done on the same day.
Yeah, then you changed your shirt
so I changed
to a red shirt.
Yeah, like you. Like you're matchy.
We're in a uniform.
We're matchy. I thought that was a great episode with my mom.
Yeah, the mom episode was great. It was fantastic. I said to you later, it was like a Pixar movie. It had everything.
What do you mean?
It made you laugh. It made you cry. There were sad moments. There was happy moments. There was inspirational moments. There was embarrassing moments.
For her or for me?
For her.
I don't care if I shit my pants when I was 4 years old. Why would I almost shit my pants the other day, to be honest with you. If I ate salmon, I'll tell you a funny story. I was shooting the movie Choke. God, should I tell the story? Sure. All right, so I was shooting the movie Choke, and I went to dinner with Sam Rockwell. And I don't know if I'd ever been – I had been to shoot Cherry Baby, but it was different. So anyway, I was walking home, and we had salmon, and I had to go to number 2, like, super bad. So I went in a couple restaurants, like, hey, can I use your restroom? And they're like, no. So then I'm like, and this was the Bowery Hotel was doing a pre-opening. That's how we got rooms there. And so I get to the hotel, and I had a lot of the students were like NYU students, and they had like run lines with me and stuff. So they were like, hey, Brad. I'm like, hey. I'm like sweating. I get in there, press the wrong floor, this everything that can go wrong.
It's going wrong.
So I should not tell this story. All right, so I get to the room, and I get to the room, and like I'm literally like, how when you get close, then.
And so your body goes on automatic.
And so then I pulled down my pants and literally went to go down and just sprays the whole floor. It's everywhere. And so I like clean it with towels and stuff, and I put it in this like Whole Foods bag, and then I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna take this trash out, and so then I go downstairs and like, hey, can I get that trash for you,
Mr.
Henke? I'm like, no, I got it, and I threw, but I was like spraying the shower on the floor and stuff. It was crazy. Oh, and then the funniest thing is, I'm sitting there like on the toilet, like, with just shit everywhere, and I look up, and I had not closed the front door, to the room. That's like the worst ever story, but it's true. I just tell it, so because I don't want to poop shame people. All right, so, you have any stories like that?
No, luckily.
No.
Luckily.
I'm not even gonna tell the story how I smashed the head of my penis the other day. But I did. I smashed the head of my penis. And it turned purple. All right, I'm going to answer some questions that you guys sent while I was talking to Evan. First of all, thanks for watching the show. Please subscribe. I have 70,000, 74,2. Thank you so much. 74,200 Instagram followers, and I just started this last year. I was so anti.
Yeah, now you're almost at about 100.
When I get to 100, I can probably get Henry's to sponsor the show.
Yeah.
And I want some big man clothing line to sponsor the show.
Rochester Big and Tall.
Oh, yeah?
Well, that's like the most fancy.
There's one with like 3 letters. Something. I saw.
I'm not big and tall.
I saw the fucking guy who got the role that I wanted in the Concussion movie in the fucking Big and Tall commercial.
Oh, he's doing the Big and Tall commercial.
Yeah, so. Fuck that. All right, so I'm gonna read some.
Well, I think what you were saying is we need people to subscribe.
Oh yeah. I need people to subscribe. If everyone who follows me could just go to YouTube and subscribe, you don't have to watch the damn show.
We should say that on
okay.
Instagram too.
Okay.
Hey, you don't even have to watch the show. Just hit the subscribe button.
Speaking of which, okay, so the other night, I just moved into this place. And can you move that speaker? I mean that amp.
Yeah.
Just go move the amp because I want to show these people what happened. So.
Oh yeah, people were asking questions about it.
Yeah, because look, this guy came to hook up my TVs, right? Can you see that the cords and shit? Look on the screen.
Oh yeah, here I can point it out just so.
Oh yeah. See that hole, and then see those cords just hanging down above them to nothing. Yeah. Okay. So this guy comes. What's the name of his company? It's called No, this guy hates me, man. It's called something Genius.
Circuit Genius.
Circuit Genius. It says One Circuit Genius. It's on Washington Boulevard. Okay, so anyway, this guy comes. I hire him to put up the TVs and wire them and shit. And so he gets halfway done, and they can't finish for the day. And he's like, "Hey, you want some? You should get some speakers." I'm like, "Well, if you can keep it under $700 or $750 or something, I'll get some speakers." But the TV hadn't even been set up yet through DirecTV.
Right.
So when the TVs came on, I'm like, I'm living in a fucking small place. I don't need these speakers. So I call him. I'm like, hey, I don't need those speakers. He's like, well, you have to pay 25%.
What, asking fee?
Just cancel fee or something. I'm like, well, bro, I didn't even want the speakers. You sold me on them.
Right.
And his partner, when he left, I'm like, that guy sold me on that. He's like, that offends me that you said I sold them. I wish I knew his name, but he's not on my fucking radar. But he went crazy ape shit. What's his name? Because he responded to my YouTube. He called me, what did he call me?
Semi-celebrity.
He called me a semi-celebrity. His name is Brian S. I don't even know his name. Anyway, he called me a semi-celebrity. But anyway, so here's what happened. He's like, well, if you're not going to get those speakers, I said, you can't charge me that. And he's like, well, I'm not going to come. I said, well, I'm going to call the Better Business Bureau. And he's like, now you're threatening me. I will not show up because of threats. So this dude charged my card for like $2,000 some. So I called Discovery, blah, blah, blah. So I got on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, Instagram followers, please help me out. And they all, I don't even know how Yelp works, but they went to Yelp, and they gave him like 1 star and brought his thing way down. And then, he told me he was going to sue me and shit. So I took it down, and he got most of them off. But the fucker never showed up. So anyway, so thank you, Instagram followers, for coming to my aid. This is still a fucking drama. All I want is to watch some TV to veg out. But anyway, you guys help me. So if I could have as much help, if you guys could go to YouTube, BWH Regular Guy, and hit subscribe.
But most everybody's watching this right now is probably subscribed or will subscribe.
Right, but just subscribe. We got 0 viewers right now.
Because we're doing a private video, and we're going to release it later.
Oh, okay. I was like, we had like 30 when Evan was on.
Yeah, no one's watching.
All right, so I'm gonna you should maybe read the questions.
Yeah, I'll read you.
You don't have any social media.
No.
Oh, Evan does not have social media. I told him, hey man, you should do it, and he's like, fuck that, and don't ask me to do it. I'm like, okay. So it's kind of fun to interact with people who watch the show and stuff like that. Okay, so first question. Right here.
Yeah, what happened to the guy on Yelp?
Okay, that's what happened. And he threatened to sue me, and then he sent me a cease and desist, and then he wrote this thing to my, and then I wrote a Yelp review, and then he said I was a semi-celebrity.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's not nice. Next one.
Yeah, well, some of these have spoilers that I don't want to get into, but I'll ask you. Some people are asking, what's it like, because you're such a nice guy, to play such a mean character?
I'm a dick sometimes, too. And so, I mean, everyone has a good side. Everyone has a bad side. Just live in the bad side. Live in the angry side. Live in the misunderstood side. Everyone, even if you have 0.01% of that, you have that. So just live in that.
Here's one that's off topic from Orange is the New Black. This is more of just a question. It's like,
I got my hair cut yesterday. Faded.
Looks good.
You like it?
Yeah, that's good.
Look, I could wear it almost like for this movie, like for a flat top I'm going to do, but then I can also put it on the side. All right, go ahead.
This one was like, what are your thoughts on politics? Do you have a certain preference, or you're kind of a middle of the road?
Okay. All right. Here's my thing. I'm a middle of the road. I don't think that you should be hardline Republican or hardline Democrat. I think you should try to be for change and for the good. Like, I think they fucked Obama because, the House and Senate were Republican, so they wouldn't pass any of his shit. And he is like, I think Obama's like the best guy. I think he has so much integrity and class. And when you see him speak, I always get kind of emotional because I feel like a fucking waste of sperm because he's such a good man and he's doing so much shit. And he went in there like, with black hair. Now he has gray hair. Like he tried so hard and he just stayed above the fray. Like he would have not engaged with the TV guy, the circuit genius like I.
Oh yeah, no. No.
But I don't got $2,000 to waste.
Yeah,
either,
you took that one straight out of Trump's notebook and just used the social media to destroy his ass.
I totally, I should have done that. I totally did that. All right. So, I think that they should, get rid of Republicans and Democrats. And I think they should have term limits for senators because I feel like, 10, 20, 30, 40-year senators run the country more than the president can. Yeah. So I think that they should have 8-year term limits for senators. And I think that they should not have Democrat or Republican. They should change the names or some shit.
Well, that's true because some people get so blinded by whether they're a Democrat or they're Republican that they're not even looking at the person they're voting for. Yeah. They just look and see like an R or a D next to their name and pick that person.
Or they're like, hey, that person smoked pot, so I'll never vote for him. Or that person's for or against abortion, so I'll never vote for him. It's like, listen to the whole fucking package.
Right, exactly. Exactly. So here's one of those.
Anyway, I was thinking, hey, we should have someone who was like a businessman who has never been in politics. And like I was really thinking that, like this was before it all happened. And then it was Trump. I didn't know anything about Trump. I'm like, oh, this might be good, And then after the the debate where he's like, you're ugly to that. What's that lady?
Oh, Carly Fiorina.
Yeah, she's like, your face is ugly.
Can you imagine looking at her?
Can you imagine looking? Yeah, I'm like, oh my God. And then he made fun of people with a handicap. And he's just like, yeah, he's a child. But I thought the idea was good.
Well, obviously the idea was good because he won the presidency.
Well, the idea was good.
Yeah.
But then also the idea is not that great because when he's got in there so far, he can't follow any of the fucking rules.
He doesn't like to follow the rules because he's coming from a world where he was in charge of everything.
Yeah.
And so if you're in charge of everything and all of a sudden you go to a federal government that's huge and it takes forever to get anything done.
And he said, I'm going to do this in the first 30 days. Well, you have to get fucking approval for that.
Yeah, shit. you got all the Congress people, you got the senators, you got everything. It's just not.
He did say this is harder than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I'll fire the FBI. I'll fire people. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's like the private sector business thing. Is like, hey, these guys are getting in the way. Let's fire them and just get people to go our ways.
Investigate them. You make that shit go away.
Like, maybe I'd do that too. I don't know.
Well, I found that I won't stay above the fray.
Yeah, exactly.
Immediately, I went to my Twitter followers, and they fucking helped. So thank you. But I think that was just. That was like I was about to lose $2,200. All right. This fucking TV still don't work.
Yeah, they got it.
Yeah.
Scout.
Yeah.
It's close.
It's close.
So this was the thing.
Hey, if you are a TV person, and you hide cords because the TVs are already mounted, and if you can teach me how to use the remotes or give me the right remotes.
You're in the Southern California area?
Yeah, if you're in Los Angeles, I live in Marina Del Rey. That's as close as I'm going to tell you. Send me an Instagram message. Okay.
All right. So this one was an interesting one that we got, and we can kind of make it a regular on the show if you want.
Yeah.
While you're doing Orange is the New Black, it's Piscatella versus. So it's Piscatella versus other characters on television, and if they were in a fist fight, who would win?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to do this every time.
Well, you can do it once.
Okay. All right. So you say like why?
Well, how about wait? Instead of doing it every time, why don't I just like name off some TV characters and you tell me if you Piscatella?
Didn't they have that thing with clay people on MTV?
Yeah, back in like 1998.
I remember Marilyn Manson fighting someone for some reason. He was made of clay.
Yeah, they had Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah,
it was very popular while I was in high school. All right. Piscatella, and I'm just making these up because they're not in here. So let's go Piscatella versus Jon Snow of Game of Thrones.
Jon Snow would kill him. Is that what you're supposed to say?
I don't know. Okay.
I mean, Jon Snow, came back from dead. He fought. He's been at the
dude's been
the
in
wall.
Battles. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he would kill him. Yeah, it was like in 2 seconds. Like Jon Snow in the modern day is like an animal.
All right.
Yeah.
That was easy. All right. Let's go. Piscatella versus Jack Bauer. Who wins that fight?
Oh, Piscatella kicks ass. First of all, Jack Bauer was drunk all the time. I used to see him downtown after they shot, drunk off his ass. So Piscatella wait till he's drunk and fucking knock him out.
All right. How about Piscatella versus Ross from Friends?
Ross from Friends. Yeah, Ross from Friends. It's like I saw this episode a couple days. I never watched Friends that much. It just was. I was more of a Seinfeld guy. Yeah. But these guys were bullying them.
Out of the
coffee shop. Yeah. So yeah, Ross is a punk. Give me another.
Well, and speaking of Seinfeld, let's go Piscatella versus Kramer.
Well, Kramer, I would say Kramer would win because Kramer would never quit. Like I had this friend in high school, Tom Nolan, and he wasn't like the best fighter, and his shoulder would pop out all the time, and he would scream, but the fucker would never stop fighting, and he would bite. He bit my friend Mike Grunwald. They had a fight. We had this birthday party, and they got in a fight, and he bit his finger. Kramer wouldn't stop. Did you see Kramer when he did karate?
Kramer karate.
Kramer took a karate class with all these little kids.
Oh yeah, that
like
episode. Yeah.
He kicked their asses. Yeah. And Kramer would never quit. He'd always be thinking about it. He'd pop out. I think that. Yeah. Okay.
So
give me one more.
One more. I gotta think of a good one.
Those were good.
Those were all classic television characters. Let's go.
Oh, you said Jack Bauer. You didn't say Kiefer Sutherland. I was talking about Kiefer Sutherland.
I was like, wait, yeah, Jon Snow, but Kiefer Sutherland kills everybody. You guys killed like thousands of people on the show.
Yeah, this was to see most drunk downtown.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so final one. Let's go Piscatella versus...
You say, were you about to say verse? I've heard people say that before.
Verse?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Piscatella verse someone.
Oh, no, it's like versus.
Yeah, I know.
Versus, what's popular shows on right now?
Well, my favorite show... I don't know any of the characters. I just watched Big Little Lies.
Okay, so the so it's a 4-way match. So it's 3 versus 1 match. Piscatella versus Nicole Kidman, Shailene Woodley, and if that's her name, it might not be.
She was amazing.
Reese Witherspoon.
Okay, first of all, those 3 girls were amazing. Women were amazing in that show. There's this guy who they would win.
It would be
the 3 of them would win, but I don't even like to talk about it because some bad shit like that happened on the show.
Okay.
Yeah. What other show did I watch? I watched that one, and I watched Love.
The nerd from Love versus
beat his ass. Just beat his ass. You know what's so fucked about Love is Gillian played my girlfriend on Choke.
Oh yeah, we talked about Choke earlier.
Yeah, and she was. I think it was like her very first job. And the very first day, she had to get naked in front of us and strip. And she did such a great, not just of stripping, but she did a great job of acting. And then I hate on Love when the guy kisses her and his nose is so fucking big. It's like sticking in her eye. Like the kissing and the sex scenes pull me out. I love the show. Mm-hmm. But that fucking schnoz is so huge. It sticks in her eye. And I don't know, like, if you're going to kiss me, like, why don't they put his nose on the other side of the camera? Right. But they put it on this side, I think, just to make you uncomfortable.
No. All right. Well, those are most of all the questions we have.
He's a punk, man. You watch that show? No. You don't watch any fucking shows. What do?
I have other things going on.
You play basketball?
I play basketball. I have a job. I'm working.
And then what?
Writing.
You work 3 days a week.
2.
You work 2 days a week. And you play basketball?
Yeah.
2 days a week.
Yeah. I read a lot of books and stuff.
Oh, you read books?
Yeah.
Last time I read a book,
high school.
No, I read.
No, you read plenty of books.
Yeah, I read but it's been a while. Because I read scripts and shit.
Yeah,
but you should watch television. You're a television writer. You're a movie writer.
Yeah, I mean, I watch enough.
No, you don't.
No.
All right. So, what's your average of basketball?
I think this year I'm averaging probably like 15 points because we've got another really good player.
Oh, you're not the star anymore?
Oh, we got this other guy that's really good too.
So you're not your Steph Curry and he's Kevin Durant?
Yeah, exactly. We just pass it off. Plus, the other guys on the team are doing well too. So
no, you always say they're not. I don't. No, I went to a game and you were just fucking like the black hole. Like every time you got the ball, it was
shooting. Yeah, and I think I shot terribly that game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you had a bad game.
Yeah, it's okay.
Show them what you're wearing, though.
I'm actually wearing. This is my friend Jay has his own private basketball league, Commish Courts. I play on this.
But show these pants and stuff.
Oh, the Jordans.
But the socks and shit. Like, look at this shit right here. This guy sent me a picture of Piscatella, like rubbing this guy's calf. I'm gonna frame it and put it up there. All right. So what are we talking about?
Oh, that's it. That's it. I think we're good for the show. We can.
This show's over.
It's been about 20 minutes. Yeah.
How do you tell?
From the clock.
I don't even smoke pot. But I mean, you know what time we started?
Yeah, we started at like 1:50 or 1:40, and it's like 2 o'clock. So
okay, let's do one more question.
Okay, one more question.
I know how you tell by the clock, but I thought this thing might say like, you know.
Oh no, it doesn't have a timer there, which I kind of wish it did.
Yeah.
I'm just going. Do you stay in contact with the people from Orange is the New Black?
I stay in contact with Laura through email.
Well, you guys knew each other way before the show,
right? But we weren't like hangout partners.
Yeah.
But I like her. Taylor through email. I text with Evan. I call with Dixon, Humps. Text with Caputo. Text with Danny. Oh, and Crusher 007. Yeah. Ruiz.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I text with her. She's super nice. She's going to be on the show. She's going to be on a tour bus.
Oh, she's going to be on a tour bus?
Yeah, she plays like heavy metal.
Oh.
You'll have to see that. So I keep in touch with the guards, and, you know, I love doing the scenes with Taylor, and she's just fun to talk acting with, and she's just super cool. So I do talk to her too. One more question. Let's go in order.
Oh well, yeah. Some of these we've answered before, so it's like I'm just trying to figure like.
This is the top.
Yeah, I know, but I went through here, and some of them are like questions you've answered, but like people ask like, how did you get on the show and stuff like that. That I think we've talked about in detail before. People ask, what was it like to play a gay character, which I think you've talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just kind of, and then there's a lot of spoiler questions that I just don't want to get into.
I say spoiler, don't put spoilers on the thing. And people are like, motherfucker, you just spoiled. Did you read what he fucking said on the top of his page? It's so hard because
people are watching at different times.
Yeah, it's like, you know, like I said, I just watched Big Little Lies, and when did that come out?
A few months ago. Yeah.
But if I watched it, I wouldn't go to the internet or Instagram and read
what people were saying about it. Yeah, but you just never know. It could just pop, like those spoiler things pop up whenever. It especially sucks if we're watching like a sporting event and you're recording it and then.
Okay, last thing of this episode.
Okay.
All right, so I'm moving last week, and I taped game 4 of the basketball. So I go to Sharky's over here. When I'm done, I had recorded the game. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna have a Henry's.
You forgot to plug Henry's.
Yeah, I know. We'll do it on the next show. So I'm like, yeah, Henry's, and I go the game's on right here. I'm like, hey, don't tell me what's going on in that game because I'm gonna go home and watch it. And she's like, oh, who gives a shit? The Cavs killed them. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Exactly. That's not her decision to make. That's your decision to make. Like when it's like they're up by 20 with.
Yeah, one time my dad got mad at me. Rest in peace. But I was like, they started talking on the phone. I'm like, don't tell me what happened in the game. Tell me what happened in the game. And he was like, yeah, because they suck. They killed them. I'm like, why did you tell me? And he's like, how the fuck was I supposed to know you didn't watch the game? Oh, yeah, it was bad. All right. That was a show right there.
That was a good show.
All right. And cut. Okay. Good job.
Hit this button.